The Refreshingly Normal Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Refreshingly Normal Podcast with me, Cree, and
Keefla.
So this week, I think we're talking about our trip to LA and then just a little catch up on current things with us in regards to that
And starting school again. What are we most looking forward to?
Yeah, school starting for us here actually tomorrow. So we'll talk about that too. So we will allow Mr. Keith Lahair to start the discussion.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
But no, thank you everybody for supporting us. We ask that you please comment, like, and subscribe. Now, when we say subscribe, I know we have, some folks who think subscriptions are paid, but no, we're just saying like if you subscribe to our podcast, you will get updates every time it drops. Our goal is to drop, of course, one a week and one every, what I did last night, Saturday night.
Saturday night.
That's what I did last time. I dropped it that Sunday morning. So just make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share, to, with your friends or whatnot. I guarantee you will enjoy it. All right. So let's talk about LA.
You want to start with LA?
I guess, or what if we're going to start with?
We can start with LA.
But other than that, I was like, so what have you been doing this week?
Working this week.
I have too.
So it wasn't my first full week of doing a lot of presenting this week. So I spent my week being in front of lots of adults.
And what is it that you do again? Please share.
I am a wellness specialist. I do a lot of training.
Medical wellness?
No, more so of social emotional well-being. Is what I do, and I do a lot of training.
For who? For the school, like a major thing. Yeah, I didn't say the name.
Okay.
Just say you do.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Then what are you asking me?
I'm not saying the name, but who do you train?
Okay, I train teachers.
Right.
I train principals. Yeah. And even and students and also families, parents. So
good job.
Yeah, I train all those people that are important parts of the community.
Good job. Proud of you.
Yes, so that's what I've been doing all week is training and preparing people for the first day of school or to begin this school year with some great strategies to positively support the social and emotional well-being of students.
Because God knows we need it.
Mm-hmm.
You will be surprised that the teachers whose behaviors are similar to kids, for real. There are some teachers who you wonder why they're in the profession. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because all they are is just older kids.
I will say teaching is not an easy job.
It is not.
Especially not today.
Yeah.
And
your hands are tied and things you can't say, things you can't do.
Yeah.
You're almost being you're more so a conduit, you know what I mean? Meaning that you're only how water is only going to go where if you pour it through a pipe, it's only going to go where you direct the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it is. It's like there's less of us being creative and individual teachers and, within the profession and within the content, we're now being told what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And you're only being told from one perspective as opposed to offering your creativity and things like that in the mix. It is different. It's very
Hmm.
different, but you try to find those ways to do it,
Yeah.
to still make it your own.
And I think
But it's
that's,
different.
yeah, so I think that's kind of like what you're saying is that um it's different now in education. And if you've chosen to be in education, then it's super important that you shift and change with what the need is now.
Hmm.
So I think that's just the most important part. And I feel like that's a part of my what I do is to hopefully shift and change
Hmm.
the ways that educators do things to help support students now. And so if you're in education now, you do have to shift and change and move. And not that I guess it's always been that way. You should always shift and move and change in any career because things change and grow. But
Yeah.
um, especially like now with the needs of students, that you have to shift and change and grow with them. Um, to me, to reach your ultimate success as an educator and for the success of your students.
Yeah. I think it's so data driven
Hmm.
that as a teacher, it's you're losing out on teaching the emotion because you're trying to teach the data. And you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah. And what are the different like my brain I'm just having a brain fog or a brain fart right now. We think about data. We have what are our two different datas that are collection wise?
formative and summative.
No. The data that is numerical and then the one that's more from observation.
Hmm.
Um gosh, that's gonna kill me that I can't.
Empirical data.
We should know it from statistics.
I'm just telling you, I'm saying all these
It's
different data,
not.
but it's
It's
just not the
not.
one you want.
No, it's not. Like when you're doing a study and you're collecting data, you can collect it where
Qualitative and quantitative.
yes, thank you.
Okay. I
Those are
mean,
it.
we're going through
Yes,
all of our data
yes,
points.
yes, yes. I don't know why I had that part, but we do a lot of quantitative,
Hmm.
right? And then a lot of it when I see in some of the work that I do, that qualitative, being able to see some
Yeah, that's what
things that if the
that's what you're correcting.
yeah,
You're correcting the qualitative aspect of the educator, and
yeah.
then the admin is really handling the
The
quantitative.
quantitative
Hmm.
part of it, but there is some great data with the qualitative. So,
Yeah, yeah, and that's how they're based on school performance and all
hmm,
that stuff. But it gets lost in the shuffle
yeah.
when, especially coming out of COVID, and even still people say, "Well, COVID was so long ago," but you got to understand, in that time
Uh,
that COVID hit, it hit integral parts of students' development. So those moments of development is lost,
mhm,
and now it's like a puzzle that you put. You know how when people put a puzzle together and they put it on the wall when it's
mhm,
complete.
mhm.
What COVID did is allow people to put the puzzle together, but there's two or three pieces missing,
Yeah.
and it's still on the wall.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And so for that's a tough part. I know I see it when it comes to the high school level because let's say, for example, recently, I know last year was the first group of kids coming from who were homeschooled. Like they didn't start middle school
Hmm.
because came out of COVID and the parents like, oh no, I'm not sending them to middle school
Hmm.
because they
Socially.
socially, yeah, they're very shy and all that stuff. So they kept them at home sixth, seventh, and eighth.
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden, these jokers come to high school and they lost a lot of development.
Hmm.
They lost the interaction and the slightest thing um, gets them like riled up or gets them
Shut down.
shut down. And so I had to deal with a lot of that. So and I can imagine how it was with kids transitioning to middle school, which is a
Hmm.
rough part if they did transition to middle
Hmm.
school. They didn't parents homeschooled them for part of elementary and then sent them to middle school when they was, getting out of the fifth grade. And so that was drastically a shocker for them. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So we're back at it though. Hey,
Yeah.
we do what we do.
So tomorrow's the day.
Summers are
So
off still, so we love it.
yeah, we'll be with kiddos. Tomorrow I'll be supporting some of the schools I support by being there helping on the first day.
Yeah.
And you'll be with all your kiddos.
Yeah, and it's a little nervous for me because I'm starting it's not a brand new position because I'd had the position when I first moved into the county, but for 8 years I was doing PE again,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I got my degree in, health and physical education. So I was teaching health and then I was teaching classes in PE, and now I'm back into the classroom as a support teacher with special education. So, which is cool, one, I got a job. Two, I'm going to always do my best at everything I put my foot in. And the time allows me to step away from coaching and work on my practicum and internship hours for was this be my fourth degree? Yeah, my fourth degree for my second master for clinical mental health counseling.
Lifelong learner.
Yep. Yep, it is. So I don't know if we're boring y'all with this educational talk.
Yeah.
But let's get down to LA. So the reason that we went to LA is because this year we're in the 30th year anniversary for the first episode of Road Rules. And for those of you that need a little reminder of what Road Rules is or was, it is a reality show that started in 1995, and it is the sister show, so to speak, of Real World. Real World, they stayed in a house, filmed six strangers, going through whatever, but Road Rules was six strangers in an RV traveling around the world, maybe the US or wherever, and doing crazy missions and things like that in order to replenish their money supply. And so this was the 30th year anniversary for it. And so Challenge Mania, which is another podcast, they invited several people who were integral parts in Road Rules to Los Angeles to be on a panel and just introduce and be a meet and greet, stuff like that. And it was great to do it because I got a chance to see some of my cast members. One of my cast members, Susie, who was with me on season 6 in Australia, and then we saw Tina. We saw
and Tina was with you when you were on the challenge.
My partner in Challenge All Stars. Mm-hmm. And Mark and I did the very first Road Rules challenge. Road Rules versus Real World Challenge, and we won. So technically, I am like one of the first champions of the show, of the challenge.
They won $2.
It was more than $2, but it wasn't what it is now. I can tell you that. And we just saw a lot of different people, and so when they called me and said they were doing it, and I was like, "Yo, I'm going. I'm going to be there." I told Cree, I said, "Hey, I'm going to LA. I'm gonna find a way to go to LA." And she was like, "Oh, I'm going." And,
yep.
and I was like, "But you'll be at work." I'm going, so she was like, and and the boys are going. And I was like, "Yo, this is dope. Let's go." Cause this would be.
No, I did not say the boys are going at first.
No, but I'm saying,
okay.
Yeah, I'm putting it all together.
Okay, go.
And so, we was like, this would be cool because this is the first time that we've been to LA since we left LA in 2006.
Yes.
Because we used to live there. We lived there for 3 years. We got married in 2003, moved to LA, boom, like a week later. And we were in LA. And, twins were born, and it was like, yo, it's expensive and tough. We need some more help. So we packed up the family and moved to Georgia. And we went to LA, and it was great. It was so cool to have the boys there and show them things that we talked about. The weather was amazing.
Yes, the weather was so good. Because here in Georgia is so aside of today.
Today is amazing.
Yeah, today's amazing, but it's so hot. Yeah. And so I thought, because I've been hearing, I hadn't really watched the weather in LA, but the last couple of years it's been hot in the summertime in LA. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, thank goodness we weren't there, because I remember in our apartment, there is no central air. There was, you didn't really need it.
Yeah, you did.
It was just so nice. And so I imagine when we were going there that it was going to be hot. And we got off of the plane.
Yeah.
And I guess we didn't really realize we got ready to go get the rental car and everything.
We stand in the shade.
Yeah, we were like, oh Oh my
Yeah, it's a
gosh.
little breeze.
Just the breeze. And I was like in the shade and I was like, ooh, let me get in the
Yeah, you had to get in
sun.
the sun.
It is chilly. So that weather was like, oh, can we package this weather up and
Yeah,
take it back to Georgia?
clear skies,
Yeah,
and
beautiful.
very beautiful, beautiful skies. And then we got our rental car,
Yeah.
and we were driving to one of my former students. She lived about 50, I say 60, I think it was like 60 miles, 62 miles outside of the airport of LAX.
Yeah. It was like 52 maybe, but anywho, somewhere between 50 and
No,
60.
it was
It was
60.
60?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Google,
Okay.
the map said.
Okay. I
And
stand corrected.
so we got in there because I said that was 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That was an
Oh, that's the
average.
average?
Yes.
Okay.
It took us 3 hours to get 60 miles
Yeah. From the airport to
from the
Corona,
airport to
California.
Corona. Yes. And we that was like 2
30,
something,
about
2:30. Yeah,
2:30.
2:30 we got on the road. And I was like, yo, this is and I'm not gonna say it was an accident. It wasn't an accident
We
because
didn't
of course
see.
they could have cleared it out before we got there, but we never saw
Mm-mm.
an accident.
Mm-mm.
It was just bumper to bumper traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And even that, it was like leaving the airport was tougher than I remember,
Mm-hmm.
back in the days. It was crowded. And so, we went out there, we spent time with them. And then we came back.
But wait.
Oh, go ahead.
We forgot to talk about the drama before we even got there.
What was the drama before?
So listen, a couple nights before we were going to LA, we were talking to our LA daughter.
Oh.
We were talking to our LA daughter, Brittany.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, okay, Mom, where are y'all staying? And I call Brittany our LA daughter, Brittany, because she is one of Keefla's or Key's old students when
Mm-hmm.
he taught in California. And we have just stayed so connected to her.
Yeah, she's been out here a few times.
She's been to visit
Her
us.
husband.
She met us for Key's 40th birthday in Vegas. Like, we have just stayed connected. Every
Yeah.
birthday we talk all the
Yeah.
time. So that's our baby there. And so we were talking to her. She's like, well, where are y'all staying? So we had planned to have an Airbnb. Now,
Yeah.
y'all know I'm on this like every day running. I have to have a place to run. So the first Airbnb we picked was in Baldwin Hills. We had told them about that one. They're like, yeah, that area is great, because I was thinking I'd run outside. But in LA, you never know. You could run 2 blocks and all of a sudden it's like, don't run in
The
this
scenery
neighborhood.
changes, yeah.
It changes. And so that made me a little bit nervous. So we said, well, let's just do a condo that has a workout gym. And so we chose this condo. We thought it's great. It had great reviews.
It did. The reviews
We
was like
were-
everybody was saying
yes.
great stuff. It's near the like the pier and everything. It was
Uh-huh.
Marina Del Rey, like right up in that area.
We just,
Oh, yeah, it was-
we thought
yeah.
we were fine. So we shared the address with her, and she was like, next thing we knew, her husband was calling. And he was like, y'all can't stay there. We were like, what? Why can't we stay there? And he was like, he was like, there is a big criminal that is in that building that we are surveillancing.
He said that area is always
He
being
says
called.
always being called. We are there. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
And I was
New
like,
Patrol is
listen, we get there Thursday. Y'all can't get them by Thursday. And he was like, y'all can't stay there. He goes,
No.
just let's make sure it's the right building, and I can make sure that what I'm is that y'all are talking about the same place that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so I did. I texted or messaged the Airbnb guy, and at first he was a little hesitant.
Yeah, he was. He was very hesitant.
He was hesitant about sharing the name of the condo.
The condo, the actual building. I'll give you
building.
the address when you get here. It's
Yeah,
like,
he said, I gave you the
I
address.
gave you the address and some more details like later. I was like, no.
No. We need to know now.
Yeah.
And so he finally shared it, and it was like,
That's the place.
No.
That you do
That's
not
the
wanna
place. Do not stay there.
So then we looked up the actual name of the apartment
Mhm.
that the Airbnb was located in, the
Mhm.
apartment complex.
Mhm.
Come to find out, when we researched it,
Oh, Lord.
the apartment complex is a low-income apartment.
Mhm.
the apartment complex, also the reviews from there were totally different. They was talking about how this lady gun was pulled on him in the parking lot,
Selling drugs,
selling drugs in the parking lot, homeless
homeless
people
people.
in the parking lot, harassing people in the hallways, getting into the building, you know, defecating in the hallways, and all kinds of stuff. And so this is the same spot that had good reviews on Airbnb. So folks, if you out there trying to get an Airbnb,
Mm.
get all the information you can about these places because they make them look good, and then it's totally different. And I know most people say, well, why, how Airbnb's reviews, if they're good, are you supposed to go by that? Hey, trust me, we was
Mm-mm.
thinking the same thing until we went and reviewed the place, and we saw that those reviews on Google and on whatever else apartment sites were off the chain.
Yes. So praise Jesus
Yeah, we
that we had a connect
yeah,
that was able to kind of look into it. Now, the other praise Jesus part was on the thing, it said non-refundable.
right.
And we
We were
just
past the
thought we had
refund
just
part.
lost all of this
And
money.
I was willing to
Yeah.
$1,400. I was like, well, it is what it is. We just lost 1,400. Let's
Yeah.
get a hotel. And I'm not even thinking twice about it. Anything else, $1,400, I'd be like, dang, that's messed up. And it
Yeah.
ain't like we got it. I was just like, I'd rather lose $1,400 than for us to be there and it turns into a trip from hell, or even have to worry about fighting for our life or whatever. So
Listen, the only thing that would have been left of us would have been a chalk outline. That's what I was envisioning.
not
And I said,
me.
we are not staying there.
It would have been 3
Anywho,
chalks before it would have been 4. Because they won't get Keith.
anywho. So I was on that chat back and forth with
Yeah.
Airbnb and then finally the host of
Yeah.
that place. But I think he knew. Once I
He
knew where it
did.
was, he
He
knew.
did.
Because immediately when I sent him the message about we don't feel comfortable staying
Yep.
there, what all the things that we
Reviews, what we
said and the
found out from
reviews and all the
online and
things,
stuff like that.
he said, I will give you your full refund.
Yep.
And so we were able to get a refund. Thank
Look at God.
goodness. I was like, thank you, Lord. He always takes care of us. I was like, thank you. And so that worked out perfectly. Then we were able to, because they had a host hotel, but we, like, our boys are 21. So we want them to have their own space and all the things, and trying to get 2 rooms in one space. We had just come back from Tulum. Just financially, it was like, that's a lot of money to
Stretching a
spend.
lot, yeah.
And so we just really wanted to have a space that had 2 rooms, 2 bathrooms, like more, like that. So anywho, we kept looking, and right across the street from where everyone else was staying, and there was the Burton
The
Beverly
Burton
Hills,
House, yeah.
the Burton house that was in Beverly Hills. Loved it. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It had 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Her treadmill, so she
It
could
had the
continue to
workout
run.
room so I could do my running
Yep.
every day that I needed to do. The staff there was super nice. Like, we walk in, no matter what time you walked in there, I was like,
Hey
hey,
guys.
they were super nice.
Yeah.
They had a beautiful bar. I mean, it was very nice, and it was in a perfect location.
Perfect location, yeah.
So it all worked out.
And
But
right around the corner was your coffee beanery. You could get
coffee
your
bean that had the cookie butter latte that I thought I could only get at the Atlanta airport in Terminal A and Delta.
Yeah.
But I was able to get it there. I think I got it 2 times while I was there.
Yeah.
So that was really nice. But it turned out nice. But listen, we was almost dead.
Yeah, we was almost there.
Okay, go ahead and talk about going to Brittany's.
So back to the traffic, it was just bananas. LA has traffic, we know that. And but it was crazy. It was crazy. And we got there, enjoyed ourselves. They have a beautiful home in the middle of I ain't gonna say nowhere, but nowhere compared to LA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, compared to LA, yeah.
It's out there, like the same thing when people say to us, we say Atlanta area, and then when they drive out, they be like, man, y'all in the middle of nowhere. And so, but we had a great time with them, and then we drove into LA because
the next morning,
yeah, I had a slight audition with C to the B Productions. Well, C to the B Production is when I used to do Hip Hop Harry. I was Hip Hop Harry 2.
Go Harry.
Yeah.
Go Harry.
Go, 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 go. And so I used
that's what it was. Go,
yeah.
go. Okay.
I was in the costume
Yeah.
And the other guy that was in the costume was Barney for like 15 years. He used to be Barney for 15 years. This was in 2006 when we filmed this. And so he was the main character, and I did like 9 episodes of Hip Hop Harry. And so what he does now is Claude, he owns he works with Snoop Dogg to do his Doggyland cartoon slash live events, live shows. And so they needed someone to be a stand-in for the Bow Wizzle character. That's Snoop Dogg's uh what do you want to call they call it character acting. And so me with my great history of being the best mascot that Alabama State has ever had in
Oh.
the history of the university.
Oh.
I got a chance to show my chops again in the Bow Wizzle costume. So I went there and did a little audition, and I smashed it. I killed it, and we did some stuff for social media. So you'll see it out there. We'll kind of tag it in there. But it was great just to do that too, because when Hip Hop Harry, the night we finished filming and we had our rap party, my older brother Kurtz got a chance to go on set. The twins were on set for a short moment. Y'all was on set.
Yeah. And your mom.
And my mom was on set. And then we moved the next day. The next day we got in the U-Haul. They flew out. Me and Kurtz drove the U-Haul across to Georgia. And so to go full circle for the boys' first day back in LA to really be back with that, to see me, see some work that I did, to meet the creator, to meet David, who does Hip Hop Harry still and Bow Wizzle still. I was like, that's like a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying? Because out of all the stuff I've done acting wise and reality TV wise, Hip Hop Harry is probably one of my proudest because of the people that it touched, and because I love performing for kids, and it was just amazing. But that was Friday. What else we did after that?
So that was Friday. So Friday, that was a big chunk of the day on that Friday.
Mhm.
And then we let you go home and shower. I mean, to the hotel and shower. And then we did sushi.
Did we go see Aunt Evelyn that day?
We
Okay,
did sushi, and then after sushi, we went to go see, that's when we did the drive. So the boys were able to go see where they were born, the hospital where they were born. They hear us talk about all these things, but they've never, I mean, they were there, but they don't remember.
Right.
And so we took them by the hospital where they were born.
Yep.
And then we also took them by where we used to live.
Yes.
And we had them take a picture in front of the apartment. Well, duplex, kind of.
Yeah.
It's for rent again, because let me tell y'all, that's a horror story too. When we lived in California, am I talking too loud?
No, you good. I just want to make sure you.
When we lived in California, the first place, when it was just Key and I before the boys, our one bedroom was in a
Villa. It used to be Villa Azure.
Villa Azure.
Where
And
basketball players, celebrities used to stay. We
all
didn't
the
know
folks.
that.
Yes.
We didn't know that. We just got a good deal.
That's where we were. And then from there, when we had the boys to have more space, we ended up renting like a little 2-bedroom triplex. And that lady was crazy. That was our landlord. I mean, she would say the rent was late and all these things. She made it so challenging, like, to get extra money. Well, I mean, and then I don't know why we didn't expect that when we decided to move, she was going to be even crazier. So anywho, we go by there for the boys to take a picture in the same apartment. It's still for rent.
And the crazy thing about it is, remember, Brittany would always keep us posted. Before she moved to Corona, Brittany would always say, Mom, Dad, guess what? I drove by your old place again, and it's for rent. Or then somebody would be in there, and then she was like, guess what's for rent again? We say, not the apartment. Yes. So she's always needing tenants. Or I don't even gonna say she, because she may have sold it or whatever. Who knows what has happened. But
maybe it's a curse on it because they mistreated us. That's
right.
All I'm saying.
Because we are God's favorite.
That is. We are God's favorite. And listen, she was crazy. She treated us awful. But anywho, we took them by there.
Went by your school.
Where I used to work.
School first, right?
We went by my school because it was right around the block from where we used to live. So we went by where I used to work, where I used to teach, and we went by where you used to teach.
Yeah,
Westchester, and I was at Parent in Inglewood. And we also got to see my private Jewish school I taught at Harkham Halil.
We stumbled on that. That was crazy.
Yeah, we drove by, and I said, I think that's Harkham Halil. And I was like, that Yeah, so I used to work at a private Jewish school in Beverly Hills. It actually was right around the corner from the hotel where we were
Yeah,
staying in.
not too. Yeah, because we didn't know that until we came back. Again, we said, "Wait a minute, that's the school
Yeah.
right there."
So then we passed by that. And one of my old students there that I sometimes talk to on social media, Danielle, I said, Danielle, I'm thinking about you. She's not in LA anymore, but I sent her a message just to let her know I thought about her when I passed by there. And then we went on to visit our aunt in
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Aunt
hmm
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she used to keep the boys. So
Yeah.
we got a chance to see her, her grandson Papa, and her son Ema. We got a chance to see them and spent time with them for a good
hmm
minute, laughed and joked around like we always do with Aunt Evelyn. And then I hate that my cousin Daryl
And
and Shira
Shira,
were
his
in
wife.
Jamaica enjoying each other because they were celebrating their 25th,
I don't
right?
know how to
Yeah,
get it
I
wrong.
want to
It
say
could be
25th,
yeah, it might be
25th
25th.
wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
But that was our road dogs. When we lived in LA, we could just be with them laughing and joking all day
Oh, we
long. I'm
always
talking about
had a good
all
time.
day. But they were away, so
And
maybe
they were
next time we
actually
see
in
them.
they were at one of our
Favorite spot,
favorite
yeah.
all
All-inclusive resorts.
inclusive resorts, the Excellence
Oyster
in
Bay.
Oyster Bay in Jamaica. So they
Yeah.
were there enjoying that. But yeah, we really were sad that they
Yeah,
weren't
we
there,
were.
but we know they were having an amazing time.
And so that was Friday.
Yes.
Saturday, what did we do Saturday? They
Saturday.
wanted Saturday was that the food day? Yeah, Saturday was food day. Going to because
Oh
we
yeah,
went
Saturday
to
was a food day. We went to where's the
to,
pancakes?
oh yeah, ooh, to the
Oh,
griddle.
the griddle.
The griddle off of Sunset. The
Mm-hmm.
griddle off of Sunset is huge pancakes, man. $16. We got three. I got what
I
was
don't
it,
even
blueberry
know the
regular pancakes,
diameter of those pancakes. They have to
but
be. What's the
they were
diameter you
about
think?
I'll say 10 inch, like a pizza.
Yeah,
10-inch
three
piece,
of them.
three of them thick. They were about, oh man, probably about 4 inches. Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 inches thick, the
Ridiculous.
stack itself. And you got three big pancakes, man, and it was insane. So I just cut me like a wedge between all three, just like one little, which would be like a
Yeah.
slice of pizza,
Uh-huh.
and that was it. I'm
Yeah.
serious. It was like I probably ate maybe uh a fifth
Yeah.
of the pancake, and the rest of it we didn't even take it with us. It was just too
Yeah,
much.
it was too much.
But they were still so good, man. We went
Mhm.
there, and then
Went to Tokyo.
yeah, we went
Little
to
Tokyo.
Little Tokyo in downtown LA.
Yeah, our boys are really into
Anime and all that
anime
kind of stuff.
and
Yeah, Japanese
Japanese culture.
culture.
We once had that's also we have another daughter.
Yeah, Hathaway.
Hathaway, she's in Japan. She lives near Tokyo in
She's from Saitama.
Satama. She's from Satama.
Yeah.
And she comes, it seems like she's coming
Every 2 years,
every 3
2 or 3
years,
years,
so
yeah,
years.
she'll
She
come.
comes and she stays a week or so with us. But yeah, that's another. We have a daughter all the
Yeah,
way
because she
over
was our
in
exchange student, stayed her senior
Tokyo.
year. She extended her trip to stay with
Yeah,
us
she
more.
stayed with us the whole year, and then she asked could she stay through the summer. We were like, of course you
Yeah.
can stay. So she stayed with us past a year of school. So
Yeah,
so
yeah,
the boys really like that, and so we did the
we did that.
little
Yeah, it was
Tokyo.
pretty cool.
That
Had some
was.
good little stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Had a dope shoe store there.
You got some nice shirts
Oh, I did.
from
I did.
up and coming.
Oh man, what's it called? From Flowers?
I forget.
No, for you flowers or something. Anyway, I'll tag them, man. It's dope. You'll see
Yeah.
me wearing them pretty soon. Hat and everything. But yeah, it was real dope. And let's see. After that, we left downtown. Did we go get something to eat that night?
We did it. We went. The boys really wanted to try Jollibee.
Oh yeah, Jollibee. Yeah, they had a list of stuff. We wanted to go to Pink's. We
did go by Pink's, but the line was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was too long. And then we saw Marathon Burger, Nipsey Hussle's
That
restaurant.
line was
The line
ridiculous.
was long because that was on Melrose.
Yeah.
So I used to love to go to Melrose. I actually kind of wanted to stop at Melrose and just walk around because they have a lot of boutiques and thrift store, like thrifty stores and stuff like that. Man, vintage stores. I'm sorry, not thrift stores, but vintage stores. But then we whipped back around, went to Jollibee, and Jollibee is crazy because it has fried chicken.
It's Korean fried chicken, by the way.
Yeah, okay, that's what.
Yes,
I didn't know.
it's Korean fried chicken.
So, Korean fried chicken and spaghetti.
Yes.
That
But
was
it's
interesting
Korean spaghetti.
because it got hot dogs in it.
You got hot dogs or some kind of dog in it.
That's
Oh, I
country
should-
black spaghetti right there. That's some spaghettios in a can.
Yes.
That's what that is.
And
So
yeah.
that's why the Korean folks like us so much because
Yeah.
everything is the same.
Yeah.
But we enjoy that spicy chicken from Jollibee.
Delicious.
Come on now. What they said gave Popeyes a run for the money.
Yeah.
Actually says better, I think.
Kimani thought Popeyes was better.
He thought
But
Popeyes better?
I
I don't
thought,
know.
I don't know. I feel like it was just, I don't know, the season was through the meat.
That's right. I think Jollibee got him.
Mm-hmm.
Jollibee got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very good.
It was very, very good. So shout out to Jollibee with your Korean chicken. You need to open one, down here in the South, and it's off the chain. And of course they love Jack. Was it Jack in the Box? No,
we did Jack in the Box on when we first got there.
Yeah, first got there, and then In and Out the day we left.
Yeah.
And so then Sunday.
No, and then Saturday y'all had y'all's pre-party. And,
and you ran into that. Y'all saw the one.
I'm not gonna say who it was.
Why not?
Because maybe they do not want people to know that they were out at a bar, almost hunching in the bar in the corner. I'm not going to share that actress or actors.
Put it like this: if you share it and it gets back to her, that means we're ready. We're about to blow up Shawait.
Okay, well, I don't even remember her name, but I can tell y'all what she played on.
But the place, what was the bar was called?
Saddle Ranch.
Saddle Ranch off of Sunset.
Yes.
Saddle Ranch off of Sunset. Pretty cool spot. This is what good little bar, chill spot. Celebrities come there, often. People, it's a good little place. The parking lot was amazing. How the lights and stuff was laid out.
Yeah, really beautiful.
Free to get in. In the A, you would have paid something to get in to that. I think so.
You think so?
If you're gonna have some people that pop in there,
I think it just depends on the crowd that is in there.
I don't know, man. It's just
yeah, I don't know.
But we do know that XL SUV was $30
in LA
for Uber, as opposed to here being $90 or $60, even if you're only going 2 miles.
Yeah, it wasn't at all that pricey to get that. I was surprised that it was, because we were tired of being stuck in traffic and driving in traffic. I won't say I wasn't driving, but riding in traffic, because Key did all the driving. But the traffic in LA is ridiculous.
Yeah, even in the side streets now, it's gotten crazy.
It's just so bad. We would I think one place was 4 miles from the hotel, and it took us 30 minutes.
No less than 30 minutes for 4 miles
to get there. And it was just too much. So we also wanted to be able to go out and drink and not worry about driving and that, So we
set good examples for our new 21-year-olds.
Yes, for our new 21-year-olds. So we got
you got a ride share.
We got a I think it was it Lyft? Yes.
Yeah, it was Lyft.
It was Lyft, and we were able to get a big black, what was it? Suburban.
Yeah.
And I was surprised by the price. It was $37, $35 to get us to where we were going.
Stepped out of that thing like Charles and Netta.
Yeah. Charles, your lunch is ready.
Yeah, but this celebrity, she was there, and
you want me to tell you what she played on?
Hold on, after when we got there, it was just for everybody to meet up with each other. So we met. That's where I met up with a lot of the people I did the recent
rules.
challenge with and road rules with. Ran into Taylor Hale, which was cool, the first black female to win
Big Brother.
Big Brother, yeah. So that was dope.
She was very sweet.
Yeah, very, very sweet person. And so we ran into, people there. And then we were distracted by all of that making out stuff at the bar. And then they went over to the pool table, and it was like they were filming.
Yeah, it really was almost like they were filming. They were a vibe, honey. They were really into one another.
Paradise.
Yeah, Paradise.
The show Paradise with Sterling K. Brown.
And she was in Sex Life. Is that the name of it?
I think something like that.
I think it is called
Sex Life. Yeah, she was in, my boys say she was in Rush Hour 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, it was Sex Life.
Yeah, so, we let y'all go from there.
Let y'all figure out who.
Yeah, but she was I mean, hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. You out there, but hey, okay, then go ahead. It's your
Uh-huh.
bad self.
Yeah.
But that's what we did that night. Got back to the crib and enjoyed ourselves, went to sleep.
Hmm.
The drinks were so big though.
Ginormous.
Big
I
old
ordered a
like
drink. It was, what are the things called that they're,
is it a
a
carafe?
carafe, a
Carafe? Yeah,
carafe,
something like that.
carafe,
Yeah.
Carafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came in that. It was ridiculously large.
Key Monday, we turned around. It was gone.
Yeah, he says because it wasn't good, so I just
Yeah,
chugged
just
it.
chug.
And I was like, listen, if somebody else is buying your drinks and you don't like it, you don't have to drink it.
Right.
But if your mama buy it, you got to drink it.
Yeah, yeah. It was on them that night.
Yeah,
So
that night was the drinks and
yeah.
we're on
And then Sunday we went
someone else.
to uh
Well, was your day
Brea.
of the show?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the day of the show. So we drove to Brea, which is about an hour outside of LA.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we had the shows at Brea Comedy Club. Uh
Improv.
Brea Improv, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. And so we did our thing on stage. It was real cool because they had a tribute video to people saying happy birthday, Road Rules. People from different shows and stuff. I couldn't tell you who they were right now, right off the bat. But it was cool, cooler tribute. And then they had another video showing all the different seasons of Road Rules, showing us winning our Hampson rewards. That at the end back then, that's when nobody was getting voted off. You were staying together. You learned who the characters or who the people were, and many of us grew through those moments. And our Hampson reward was a motorcycle that I still have to this day at my parents'. Um,
And
and
y'all
it,
had some old producers there.
yeah, we had old producers. We had casting directors. My casting director, the guy who found me at Alabama State, was there. Shout out to my boy Kenny Hull. He's been dope ever since. I mean, just from day one. I used to go to LA and I would stay with him. We hung out with Cyrus. Cyrus was there.
Oh yeah.
They had
Cyrus is from Road
yeah,
Rule. I mean from Real World.
Real World,
Mm-hmm.
Boston. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was real cool, man. It's always cool to meet people who think that what you did was cool.
But the
Was important.
coolest thing was that the boys got to see. So they hear their dad talk about road rules, and they've seen some of the videos with the snake and all those things. But we let them. We took our camera and for them to kind of get pictures because when you're there are real fans. Like
Yeah, they
I've
love
been.
it.
This is
Yeah,
maybe my fourth one I've been to, third or
yeah,
fourth one I've been to. And people are
yeah.
really
Fourth one.
there and they just really love, I mean, the cast from the real people from the real world and the
Yeah,
road rules and
true fans of
true
reality
fans,
TV.
really true fans. Like I remember one lady and Key has this book there. It's like a road rules book
Mm-hmm.
that they sold and it has pictures of all of them and she had been saving this book because she said one day I'm gonna meet Kifla and she
Yeah,
brought that book from way from the 90s to bring to him to sign in one of the meet and greets. And so for them to be able to see how much people love his dad and wanted his autograph and wanted a hug and wanted a picture with
Hmm.
him and all the things, I thought that was a cool thing for them to be able to experience and see
yeah,
that maybe their dad is cool. So
yeah,
that was neat for them to be able to have that share in that experience.
yeah,
And then even the coolest thing, like they're 21, so we're sitting back in our little booth watching him and can order like our appetizer and a little something to drink. And it just was
a
just
little
a
grown
cool,
up
you
event.
know,
Yeah,
grown up experience with
yeah.
them. And so I thought that was really cool for them to be able to actually see it and not for us just to come home and talk about it.
Yeah, one of the things when you're saying how people, appreciated us,
Hmm.
it was big for me because at school, the boys went to school with me and they know how to, oh, the students love my dad, the students love coach, whatever. And, for them to see it in a wider scale like that, for people who've only seen me a few times or
Hmm.
don't have the everyday interaction, that meant a lot because it made them really say like, my dad is kind of special.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And you could see that. And I mean, they know it, but But like you said, it's one thing for people that I work with every day, but
Hmm.
then for people that from around the way to really want to talk and be in your presence,
Yeah.
that was a good moment, a good father moment for me, man. It made me feel pretty soft inside.
Oh. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, we did that. That was the majority of the day. That's always
yeah,
a long day.
yeah.
So yeah, that was till almost later in the evening, and then
I had
we,
dinner with
yeah,
Brittany
we ended our
and
dinner.
Dre, and then
Uh-huh.
we got up out of there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the restaurant.
We got up out of there. Why are you going to talk about it?
Listen, y'all. They wanted us to. They're gonna be mad if they listen to
Britt,
this.
hey Britt, you hear your mom? You hear your mom? You always be mad at me
They
now.
wanted us to try this Mexican restaurant. They said it's the best Mexican food ever. And it was good.
I
But
think
yeah.
Britt got a little bougie now. She
Yeah.
done moved out of the wood, so she done got a little
Yeah.
bougie.
I
So
mean,
her Mexican taste
yeah.
has going up the
It was
sky.
it was pricey Mexican.
It
I don't know if
was.
it should have been that pricey,
Yeah,
but it
it
was
was.
very good. It's pricey because listen, one of my sons who will spend all your money
All
and
your
don't think
coins.
twice about it, if he look at the menu and say empanadas, $35 for some empanadas, who buying that? You know,
Right.
if he say it, you know it's expensive because he'll spend all your money up. You
Yeah.
take him out to eat, he don't care about the price. He gonna order whatever he wants. So
Mhm.
for him to say that, I said, "Oh yeah, this
And then he'll
this."
say, "Oh, I didn't know what the limit was."
I can say I don't know what the limit was. I just got lobster risotto.
Right.
That's what he'll do, and won't think 2 cents about it. He even looked at the drink menu and said, "A margarita,
Everybody
$28."
had water that night. We
They
all
were
had
like,
water that night, boy.
"Margarita, $28 for a margarita."
Shoot. Uh-uh.
Now, for me, like prices like that, I would prefer like to spend it towards like a nice steakhouse or something
Hmm.
like that. But
Like
not
little
towards. I
alleys out here.
love
Yeah.
Mexican, but if I'm going to spend like money, I want a good steak. Like Little Alley is one of our favorite steak
Hmm.
places.
I'm gonna do seafood, so I'm going to the Optimist to spend that kind of
Yeah,
money.
Optimus. And then one of my new favorite steak places that we went to with our friends, Marcel's. I think that's what it was called. Marcel's?
Okay. With
That
Meg and Poe.
that
Yeah.
steak from there that we went with Megan and Poe, that was real
Well, I didn't
good.
like my branzino. Oh boy, what it was.
Have y'all been to the place where they bring you your fish and then they do all the deboning magic for you? He did all that deboning magic only for there still to be bones when he
Tons of
left.
bones. Not like it was like a few. It was tons of bones in there.
So his deboning magic did not work,
Did not work at
and the
all.
fish was greasy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't
it
even
wasn't
eat it
good.
all.
No, it
But
wasn't
their
good.
steak, they claimed their steak
Oh,
was good.
my steak was so
Yeah,
good.
but that's
So
our group that I
yeah,
love going out with them. We
yeah,
can go out with them and it's never issue. The only thing is about we're arguing about paying.
yeah.
Like you pay, like we're like, oh no, we got it.
Mm-hmm.
So I love when we go with them like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dope. We always have a good time.
Yeah.
It's always family. And we went to that restaurant afterward. They're friends.
Oh
Those drinks
yeah.
were amazing.
Amazing. I
Uh,
wish we could. I
I
can't
remember.
remember the name of
We'll
it.
talk about that later.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but that was a good
yes,
Thai. It was Thai. It's a Thai
yes,
restaurant.
yeah. And that was just an interesting night because our waitress, she painted everything on the inside like
Yeah.
customized,
Yeah,
art.
and then the next day I was going to a conference, work conference, and they were trying to do shots. I said, "Listen, I got to get up and go to this
Oh
conference.
yeah.
I cannot." They were like, "Oh, you'll be fine." But it's
Yeah,
always a good time with the two of
always.
them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So let's see. After we left the Mexican restaurant, we went back to our hotel. Since we didn't buy drinks, we had some stuff that we bought from
Yeah, it was actually a spark from the Little Tokyo
the sparkling
plum
wine.
wine.
Yeah,
We
sparkling
never
plum
had a
wine.
sparkling plum. It
Yeah,
was
it
good.
was pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that was it. And then we flew back. Uh, and
Oh, and to end our trip.
to end the trip,
It's always a crazy
something
beginning
or
and
an ending.
ending. And
Yeah,
so we are like, oh, not too far from halfway home.
halfway home.
And
Yeah.
the lady from Delta calls and says, um, yes, do you have your luggage? I said, yes, ma'am, I have my luggage. Are you sure? I'm sure I got my luggage. Well, I got a bag here right now. Do you have a Samsung? Now listen, y'all. I don't know the brand of my luggage. We've had the luggage for so long.
Yeah, for a
I
while.
don't know what it is. And she says, do you have a Samsonite? Is it Samsonite? I said, no. Does it have a lock on it? I didn't even realize it had a lock on it. I said, no.
No.
And so she was going on and on. And I said, I don't think that's mine. So then I told Kay, I said, can we just pull over? So we had the boys in the back. I said, can y'all please look? They look, honey, I got somebody else's luggage. So I called the lady back. I said, I do have the luggage. So we had to turn all the way back around. Now, mind you, from our
It was
house,
10:30 when she called
10:30,
us.
our house, the airport to our house is about 45 to an hour
Yeah.
drive. So had to go back to the airport. I felt bad because whoever's bag I had, they were
They're
waiting on
being
their
held up.
bag.
Yeah.
So I felt bad about that. I will say I was not the one to pick up my bag off of the
I grabbed
carousel.
it.
So the person sitting next to me
I
did it.
grabbed it. I sure did. I was ready to
And
go.
anywho, so I get
But I've
there.
never seen a luggage.
That
Seen
looks
any luggage that look exactly like ours.
no, because it really is not one that's like a black one or
Yeah.
I mean it's like electric blue.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
never, and it was right after
Yeah.
we got, because I got one, and then I said, "Oh, there's the other one," and I
Yes.
snatched just like that.
Yeah. And so sure
That was crazy.
I went back up there to give it back and the girl saw me with her bag because our bags are identical.
Mm-hmm.
So I went up and the ladies, and here go the lady. Now this is Atlanta Airport. So when y'all see all these things where people
But
talking about Atlanta, and
TSA,
it's true.
put your bags
It's
in
true.
above,
It's
take
true.
your shoes off.
This is what she said to me. Oh, I thought you said you didn't have. I asked you, was it Samsonite? You said no. I said, does it have a lock? You said no. I guess you don't know your luggage. I said, I guess I don't. And so I just took it and went. But I
Right.
was like,
It's
good
too late
Lord,
for
like,
that,
just
lady.
give me the suitcase. So by the time it was all said and done, we hadn't eaten because the flight is 4 hours. And so we finally just did Whataburger and we got home about 12:30.
Yeah.
And I was the only one who had to get up and go, oh, no, I'm sorry. That was LA. You had to go to work too.
Yeah, I
So
had to
we
go to work.
both
Yeah,
had to
we
get
both
up
had to go to
and
work.
go to work
Yeah.
the next day.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was a long night, but it always ends with something. And that
Yeah.
was the ending.
Yeah, we're gonna have an adventure
Mm-hmm.
on every trip, some kind of way. But we're always also favored too. Like it always works out for us, but it gives us something to talk about and laugh about. I don't know why, but it's just the way it works. But I'm glad that we always come out on top.
And I will say, I have come to the thought process, although I didn't, but you kind of swayed me towards that way, is that if something happens that puts you a little bit behind schedule, or you have to go out your way to do this or do that, always think of what is it preventing from happening, or like there is a reason for why things happen the way that they
Mhm.
happen. And although it could make you, a bit frustrated or you're possibly late for something that I don't know. For now I'm just like, it is what it is. I used to get all bent out of shape,
Frazzled, yeah.
and frazzled, but I always feel like I've learned that things happen the way they're supposed to happen for whatever that reason may be.
Yeah. And I think even sometimes it could just be for you to take a beat and know that
Slow
it's
down.
not the worst thing that can happen.
Mhm.
Yes, you're a couple minutes late, or you forgot something at home. Just turn around and go. If you need it,
Get
turn
it.
around and go, because if not, you're gonna be constantly reminded that I don't have X, Y, and Z at work. And so it's like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't grab it. I can't get it. I can't. So just go ahead and take your time, turn
Mhm.
around, get it, go back to work. You're an adult. You explain it to them. They don't accept your, reasoning for being late, that you didn't do it intentionally. That's on them.
And I guess to think about it also, if now this happens often, then you got to
Yeah, you got to reevaluate what's going on with
yourself.
you. Yeah, but
things that happen
yeah, it's
not
like some
often.
stuff happens
Yeah.
not because of our fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you be like, oh, there's an accident. Now I'm stuck in traffic.
Right.
Even when you did leave on time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not your fault, but like I said, you never know. Did this accident prevent me from going through a green light that somebody ran a red light of?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Did it prevent me from being next to somebody swerving on the highway.
Right.
So you never know. And as long as you in one piece, man, just stay positive with it. It'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
There's worse things that could be going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was LA.
That was LA.
That was
It
LA.
was a nice, I think it was a very nice vacation. I really enjoyed it. I loved all the full circle moments and opportunities to show boys things that we've talked about. It was just really nice. Only thing that wasn't nice was the traffic, but everything else was perfect.
Mm-hmm. The weather was amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect.
And when we came back, we was like, oh my God.
It was so hot.
It was so hot. Oh, I mean, it was just disrespectful how hot it was.
Disrespectfully hot.
And it was like, man, we should have. Why can't we stay in LA? But I understand why. Because when we had to go to the gas station and the car we was renting, it was like $5.80 something.
Yeah.
A gallon to fill up. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Even just regular places to eat, like going to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And getting 4 coffees and peanut butter toast.
And where was that at?
Now, I'm not talking about this place because I will say my coffee was amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
My PB&J jelly toast, amazing.
And I wanted to support her, and we did.
So it was Hilltop Coffee.
But it just
I think it's called Hilltop Coffee.
Yeah, Hilltop.
It is Issa Rae is has ownership in that. She's not the sole owner, but she has ownership in that.
Yeah.
But we went to the one in Inglewood. It was delish. It was great.
It was very good.
But it was pricey. And so the funny thing to kind of connect the two, I did a training with the staff and I said something. Oh, when I talk about being that I used to work at a Jewish school in Beverly Hills, the young lady sitting next to me was from LA and she was Jewish. She said, "What was the name of the school? I will know if I know it." And she knew it. And she said they moved from LA too. She says, "It's just so expensive." She goes, "When I went back, it reminded me, we went somewhere, it was like $15 for a cup of coffee or $15 for wherever it was." She goes, and I was like, "Oh no, now this is why." And so things are just pricier there. But the coffee was delicious, but I guess they do get paid more there than what we get paid here. So maybe it all balances out. It balances out. We went there with our Georgia money. So if we were there with LA money, maybe we would have felt different. Yeah. But we were there with our Georgia money. And so, but the coffee was delicious. Would I buy it again? I absolutely would. If y'all have not been to the
I would go again. And
delicious.
I like the vibe. It was
the vibe was awesome, beautiful.
Inglewood. It was in like they had a lot of little like across there was a little black boutique. It had a bookstore across from that, and I'm a fan of Issa, man. So I'm gonna support everything she do, and she does. I mean, it's like. It was just cool. It was cool
It was really cool. We were on our way to the airport, but I just think that if it was right, 5 minutes from where we used to live, so it definitely would be a spot that you probably, if we lived where we lived,
would have been there online, just using the Wi-Fi, whatever, vibing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we missed the opportunity to go to one of our favorite restaurants, the Serve and Spoon, that is now owned by one of my students, Jessica, and so. Which is a historic restaurant in Inglewood, the Serve and Spoon. So we didn't get a chance to go there. But it was a few things, like we didn't get a chance to see certain people, that we wanted to see, Cam and Brian. But, it was cool.
Yeah, it was just amazing how fast the time went. We were there Thursday. Yeah. And I remember trying to figure it out with my work schedule because I was already back at work. But we wanted to have a good amount of time there. But we could have really done a whole week.
A whole week, yeah.
Yeah, a week there.
And still would have felt like we didn't do something.
Yeah. So, anywho, it was an amazing trip. We enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, we did. Definitely did.
Sure did.
Yep.
And we got to see Susie.
Yep, got to see my girl Susie, as always.
Yeah, and Tina.
And Tina laughed with them.
Yeah, I got to laugh with them. So that was good.
And so, great people, great fam. All right. So that was it. We just wanted to catch up on LA.
Oh, I got a question though before we leave.
Okay, what's that?
What is something that you are looking forward to this week?
Oh man. Well, I'm a little nervous about. I'm more so nervous.
I said, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to discovering my practicum site,
Okay.
but I'm a little nervous about it because I'm kind of behind the eight ball. Like I
Mm-hmm.
wish I had more time to search for
Mm-hmm.
different places to do my practicum and internship with.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking forward because it's going to be good. It's
Mm-hmm.
something new. Um, I'm always looking forward to seeing my students.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's really it, man. Well, you won't be going with us, but moving Kamani back into his room for his final year. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, his
Mm-hmm.
final
Senior year in
senior year of
college.
undergrad. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So, at Old Mother Dear, the Alabama State University.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so I'm looking forward to that because I remember when I remember me, like I still have it, my registration slip
Mm-hmm.
for my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my one shoebox I got. And I was like,
With all the many other things in shoe boxes around here. He's got lots of things in shoe boxes.
So I'm looking forward to that, man, because I know how big it is, you know, getting to your senior year. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What about you?
I was hoping he wouldn't say this. I'm looking forward to our 22nd wedding anniversary that is this Saturday. 22 years of love on Saturday. He didn't say that, y'all, but I did. Remember when he tried to say, I remember the years. This was my trick. This is what I do.
So have y'all noticed that she already pre-planned
Now.
this? She comes in with the stuff
I
ready.
didn't know what you were going to say.
What you said, I was hoping you was going to say that. Meaning that you already planned that, oh, if he don't say it, I'm going to say it, you know.
Anywho,
So,
I
come
win.
on. I'll give you that.
No.
I'll give that to you.
So looking forward to that. That's Saturday. So
Yeah.
we'll probably just do dinner or something.
We will.
Nothing major. But and then also with I don't get to go to move Kimani, and I've been every year to help move him in. This year I don't get to go because I went to LA. And so I was gone from 3 days from work. So yeah. So I won't be able to move him in, but we did do a little shopping yesterday of some of the things he'll need for his dorm. And Dad's gonna take him down and do the rest for his senior year. So
Yep.
Anywho, so looking forward to their hearing about how everything went with his move in and celebrating this Saturday 22 years of love. LOVE.
So maybe we'll film an anniversary episode where we talk about how it all started.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So after you get your run and stuff, maybe we'll talk about it and then go to dinner.
After I get my run and
Yeah,
stuff.
get your run, and that's because it's on a Saturday.
Oh, on Saturday.
Yeah, you get your run, then we'll be already dressed.
Yeah.
And then we'll
Oh,
talk
that'd be
about
good.
it.
And then go to dinner.
And then go to dinner. That way we could talk actually about like how it all started, you know.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, about how I had to fight this restraining order because I was being stalked.
Oh, please.
You know what I'm saying? So I gave her a chance.
Slap.
And it was the chance that she needed.
Slap. Sounds like a plan.
So
no, whatever. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, you know. So guys, don't be so quick to give them a restraining order. You know, they might just have a little more sense than they put on. It might work out.
If you believe that, you a fool.
All right, everybody. But we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening. Again, remember, comment, like, and subscribe, and share. All right. Continue to rock with us. Let us know what you want us to, mention. If you got a question, we're getting ready to get into some relationship stuff and, these next ones. I'm a relationship guru. So holla at your boy. I got you. I'm gonna have you set up. Trust me. She know it. She wouldn't be right she is right now if I wasn't a relationship guru.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Exactly. She's a little speechless. Can't say nothing at all.
Speechless doesn't always mean you have nothing to say.
Yeah. What does it mean then? Exactly. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will see you when we see ya.
Adios, amigos.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Refreshingly Normal podcast.
Bye.
Love you guys. The Refreshingly Normal podcast.